Negative list of GST. There is no negative list under GST. Every supply is liable to the GST. The supply is defined under the Schedule 3rd of CGST Act. Negative list service is different from exempt service, although attempt service are taxable. Government has exempted them from GST while service is negative and are not taxable at all. Activities or transactions which shall be treated neither as a supply of goods or nor supply of service. Service by an employee to the employer in the course of or in the relation to his employment. Service by an court or tribunal established under any law for the time being in force. The function performed by the members of parliament, member of the state legislative, member of panchayats, member of municipalities, and member on other local authorities. The duties performed by any other person who hold any post in pursuance of the provision of the Constitution in the state or the duties performed by any person of a chairperson or a member or a director in a body established by the central government or a state government or local authorities who is not deemed as an employee before the commencement of his clause. Service of funeral, burial, crematorium or mortuary, including transportation of the deceased. Sales of land subject to clause of paragraph 5 of Schedule 2. Sales of building. Actionable claims other than the lottery, betting, gambling. Power of exemption. An exemption may be conditional or absolute. When the exemption has been granted absolutely, it is not subjected to any condition, or the happening of an event, it is mandatory. The government may subject to the following conditions: grant exemption for the payment of IGST on the interstate supplies. Exemption should be in public interest. On recommendation of GST Council by a way of a notification, absolute conditional exemption by a way of a special order, citing circumstances which are a special nature. Government can be issue the circular or the insert explanation which is retrospective. However, this has been issued within 1 year or the issue of an original notification. Understanding of IGST mechanism. Central government would levy IGST on all interstate transactions of a taxable goods and the service with appropriate provision. Explanation: If dealer businessman is supplying goods or service to the other state, then he will be collected IGST. This transaction is called interstate transaction, and the rate of IGST will be combined rate of SGST and CGST. Say if the rate of SGST is 6% and the CGST is 6%, then the rate of IGST will be 12%. Interstate supply, subject to the place of supply provision, where the location of the supplier and the place of supply are in two different states, two different union territories, or state and a union territory. Supply shall be treated as the supply of goods or the service in the course of interstate trade or commerce. Any supply of goods or supply is taxable territory, not being an intra-supply, shall be deemed to be a supply of a goods or service in the course of intertrade. Also, the supplies to international tourists are to be treated as interstate supplies. The interstate supply has been defined where the location of the supplier and the place of this supply in the same state of union territory. तो थैंक यू गाइस, मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट वीडियो में.